the UK.
Is there family issues? Is there... What's going on?
I think he's just done a 6-year straight stint. Apart from a couple of injuries, he's just done 6 years straight. So I just think he's taking some time off.
Like Claire has said, but he's the king. This has genuinely shocked me. I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, I noticed it earlier on, so I investigated. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to take some time off. He has got a very famous celebrity girlfriend as well, I believe, in America. She's I think her name's Rachel David. She's a presenter in America, does lots of TV stuff.
Right. Okay.
He's taking.
Why did Tony sound like Olaf from Frozen film then?
Did you?
Who the hell's Olaf? I've not watched Frozen. I don't know what he even means by that, says Christopher David Jenkins. Can I just say, talking about reporters, I genuinely, on a very serious note, I saw the news earlier. Some American reporters on Breakfast TV this morning. I don't know if you've seen it. I got it from Martin initially. It's been all over the news, all over the world. Female reporter, 24 years old, and the cameraman filming in a shopping centre in America, and all of a sudden some gunshots. Cameraman falls down, she's screaming. The woman they were interviewing got away. The female, the TV presenter, and the cameraman sadly passed away this morning.
Yeah, I did hear. I read
Just
it, yeah.
The most awful news ever. Apparently, brilliant journalist, cameraman out just doing their job. I don't know what is wrong with this world. If you listen to this podcast and you're a mentalist and you're planning on ruining someone's life, go fuck yourself and just turn it on yourself. Do you know what I mean? Don't ruin everyone else's life. I think
don't be so selfish. Yeah.
There's enough shit in this world without that going on, and we just put it out there. They probably don't listen. They won't ever probably hear this, but we just want to say that our thoughts are with the family and friends of those people whose lives were taken, and I hope they find that man, and I hope he gets punished well and truly. Well said, Tony. Thank you, Martin. And Claire says, ban guns for God's sake. Yeah, just fucking ban them. Oh, I'm angry.
It is.
It's just awful. A girl's out there
ridiculous.
And a bloke, and they're doing a job, and they're just reporting at a shopping centre, just a small interview, and they get shot live on breakfast television.
It's ridiculous. They need to sort that fucking law out.
Awful. I just wanted to say that, but sorry about that. So there we go. Anyway, move on. Who's next? Back to wrestling.
It's John Cena versus Seth Rollins.
Yes. Oh,
John Cena will win, and Sheamus will turn up and cash.
Yes, that's what we said.
Completely wrong.
Yeah.
So that's fucked that one up.
Yeah, it all went a bit crazy, didn't it? Because of Jon Stewart coming out, and then this week
it was a bit obvious he was going to do it because he panicked a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah. It was obvious when he got in the ring. He looked at Cena, and then he looked back at. He'd already looked at Cena too long. He gave it away.
Yeah. But that's, to be fair, that's the only mistake he has done. All of
promos
his promos have been brilliant.
Backstage with Paul Heyman,
brilliant.
He was amazing.
Brilliant. So that leads us on to the main event.
The White Ranger.
It leads us on to
That's from Claire.
Leads us on to Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker.
Yeah, which I thought I think The Undertaker did really well.
I think he was brilliant. He was scheduled to be on Raw.
Right, carry on.
But he got a little bit beat up in the match, and Vince told him to go home. So they sent him straight on the plane back to Texas. He was scheduled to be on Raw, but that obviously changed because he was beat. When I looked at it, but think about it, he's quite getting on, you know. So he was scheduled to be there, but he was sent home to rest up. He will be back. There's no doubt about it. The Taker is not finished.
Oh no, there's no way.
He is in better shape than he's been for a few years.
He was seen at the hotel the following day. And you know there's always this thing about him tripping over, falling down, leaving, and all the rest of it. It's gone viral. There's a bit of footage. I think The Undertaker's a very clever man. And I know, and Aaron will back this up, and he may correct me, been the better wrestler than I'll ever have attempted to do anything, because he wrestled, unlike me. But I know for a fact that when you go through the curtain, you keep selling until you are well past the curtain.
Yes, you have experienced that because you thought I was actually dead when we did that thing, and I was just selling. And I had to, until we went through the second doors. I went, get off me.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, you don't, because when you're of that caliber and you've been around the business for that long, you know exactly where the cameras are,
Yeah.
and the fact that everybody's got a camera now.
Yeah.
He knew the arena very well, and he sold it, and he sold it, and he sold it.
If you watch, when he goes down, just as he's going round that corner, he also gets up again.
Yeah, he knows what he was doing. He's the Undertaker. He's one of the greatest, well, possibly the greatest.
He's done that on purpose. Totally blown out of proportion, says Martin. I don't think the fall stumble was as bad as they were making out. It's not. He's I genuinely believe he was just selling it.
I'm going to tell everybody something now. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone. It's called a work.
It's called a work. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
We're putting it on the line on the last show of the midweek Wrestle Chat, bar the dusty finish, of course, says Martin.
Yeah, of course. But also, I understand Paul Heyman had something to do with the writing of that match.
Did he?
However, he did not write the finish.
Okay, who did?
Okay, I have no idea, but he didn't write the finish.
Okay.
So I don't think the finish would have happened that way. Okay. But I will say the best moment in the match is when they both sat up and they were both laughing at each other.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
It was. I watched it with Jen.
It's funny. It's funny
amazing.
you just said that because Chris has just said that in there as well. No one's owning up, said Martin, so we wrote it. Chris says it was a good match and loved the Brock and Taker laughing segment. Exactly. That was funny that he was laughing. And Taker's face when he started laughing back, that was just magic.
Yeah, it was so sarcastic.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It couldn't have been done any more better.
Oh, magic. I love that guy. He's brilliant.
That was a moment that is taken from that match. The finish has been overshadowed by that moment.
Yeah, exactly.
And those are the moments that make wrestling.
It is a little bit weird that he was tapping his leg, though, wasn't it?
That's what you would do in MMA, though. You tap the clip.
But it was weird. The Undertaker would do that.
Yeah, well, he's never tapped before. Never, ever. Well, actually, that's a lie. He has. He tapped Kurt Angle when he put Angle on an ankle lock a few years ago.
Did he?
Yeah. They always say, he's never tapped. He has tapped.
Yeah, of course. Brock giving the middle finger. Amazing, says Claire. Yeah, that was good.
Just genius.
Yeah, and also genius. Chris has just said, the other half said that was scary. Would be like death laughing at you. Very true. Listen, let's find out who we had so much wrestling this week. Let's find out who you think is the wrestler of the week. All right. And now it's time for
Podcast Enhancer Performer of the Week
on the Midweek Wrestle Chat.
Shut up, child.
Bringing you the Podcast Enhancer.
Oh, it's crazy.
Who's the Podcast Enhancer Performer of the Week?
It's the last time you will ever have a Performer of the Week, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, it's sad. Well, I'm going to give it to
So
somebody.
this has got to be a good one. This has got to be good. I've got the studio audience on hand, ready.
Right, I thought about it long and hard this week, and a lot of things happened this week that were historic.
Right.
So you would have thought I could have given it to Seth Rollins for making history, but I'm not going to. I could give it to Kevin Owens, who was in so many amazing matches over the weekend, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give it to Bayley. Bayley is my performer of the week because that was the match I most enjoyed for the whole weekend. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've watched it the most. I think it's well deserved.
Best story.
The best story out of all of it.
Good call.
It was passionate. The whole match was ace. I think it was the best written match of the weekend, and I think she performed better than anybody on the NXT roster. So I think she deserves it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're absolutely right. Bayley did brilliant, and I think that's a really good call. Martin is clapping. She agrees. I'm saying that because Claire agrees, and so does Martin. I'm not calling Martin a she, because that would be horrendous. So Martin agrees with you, and so does Claire. And I'm sure probably Chris does, because he's a clever man. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the final Raw SummerSlam pay-per-view look back.
Yeah.
In total that we'll do. We'll probably talk about stuff again on the Wrestling Retrospect like that. We're going to visit things, aren't we? So don't think we won't. Okay? But on a Thursday, you have a show. It's called Fight Camp.
I do have a show called Fight Camp, yes.
And now we're going to do the section of this show where the Fight Camp was born.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
It's called the MMA Roundup. And it's with Aaron Blanchard, the Podcast Enhancer.
The Podcast Enhancer. Aaron Blanchard. Chart brings you the weekly Knockout MMA Roundup.
Right, okay, so it was announced this week that Ronda Rousey... So let's have a Ronda bomb.
3, 2, 1.
Ronda bomb! It was announced that Ronda Rousey will defend her title not against Miesha Tate, who was
Floyd
promised
Mayweather.
the fight. We'll
Stop.
sort that after.
Oh, no. Well, sorry. Carry on. Genio, any other business? We'll talk about it. Carry on.
Okay. Well, first of all, yeah, so it was announced after
By the way,
Miesha Tate
Aaron,
won her last fight. Yeah.
You've got a minute and a half. Go.
Okay. So it was announced after Miesha Tate won her last match that she would then have her third match against Ronda Rousey for the title. This has been completely dismissed by the UFC, and Ronda Rousey will fight Holly Holmes, who is an undefeated fighter who used to be the former pound-for-pound best women's boxer in the world.
Oh.
But she is an undefeated MMA fighter with a record of 9-0.
When's
and
this?
This is January the 2nd,
Okay.
and it's UFC 195.
Is Ronda going to fight before then?
No, she's going to fight January the 2nd. She's going to film a film
God.
and then fight January the 2nd.
Okay.
So that is my Ronda bomb for the week.
It's
also,
hang on, it's your what?
Ronda bomb.
Amazing.
Lovely. Also, on September the 5th, it is the flyweight title at UFC 191 between Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson.
What?
Mighty Mouse, Demetrius Johnson, and John the Magician Dodson in the flyweight title. These are the smallest men in the UFC. It's amazing. It's going to be a brilliant... There we go, Tone.
Are you done?
That's my roundup, yes.
That was quick and easy. It's what we like. In any other business, we forgot to mention Sting. So they keep referencing John Cena on Raw, and they're going to give this big statue to Rollins. They keep mentioning Cena.
Yes.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. They march him out. You expect him to come back. It goes up. There's Sting. Sting has now got a world heavyweight title. Is he going to win?
Yes.
Is he going to be a champion?
I'd love him to. One more run. Yes. Yes, he can.
Just for a couple of months, maybe.
Even a few days.
Okay.
Would be great.
Ladies and gentlemen, that really is it. We've come to the end of the show. We have come to the end of our show.
Literally the end.
It is the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being with us.
Yes, thank you to everybody.
Fair long, and Alvida's saying goodbye. I'd love him to do it, says Martin. Thank you very much to everyone who has joined us in the MWC universe. You truly have been amazing. Janio is in tears. It truly means a lot. Thanks, guys. It's been brilliant. Thank you, Martin. Aaron, from the bottom of my guts, sob, Christopher, I want to thank you, mate, because it has been awesome. And I know we knew each other before, but now I've got a brilliant mate on board. And I know I'm a bit of a twat at times, but you're still fucking ace. So thank you for being ace, and thank you for making this show what it is. All right,
it's a fucking pleasure.
Looking forward to the new show. Keep us in the loop for that. Oh, we will. No more bashing of the Bishop. Bishop, we'll get you on the new show, and we'll
He's
bash
always
away.
going to be bashed.
And of course, can you just do Martin one quick? He's the Martin. He's awesome.
He's the Mart, and he's awesome.
Followed by a quick bash of the Bishop.
Bash. Bishop bash. Bash. Bishop bash.
And can you do a Queenie one?
Oh, hello. Not that kind of queen, is it?
That's crap.
Sorry. Oh, dear.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sorry.
thank you very much. Have you got anything? Last word, you got 5 seconds.
Just anybody that's helped us, wrestlers, WWE wrestlers, legends, thank you so much. Thank you.
Best one you've ever done, he said.
Thank you.
Maybe that's because it's the end. Ladies and gentlemen, truly it's been an honour. We will be back, and the exciting news is we're going to be talking about different things, and we're also going to get other people on. We're going to have people talking. We're going to have guests. I know we talk about this, but we will have guests. So bear with us. Thank you, and say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
We love wrestling. We love the memories. Coming soon from the podcast hut. Available on iTunes, Spreaker, The Wrestling Retrospect. Podcast Show.